If you discontinue watching this video, then please tell me the reason for it so that I can improve. Otherwise, welcome. I'm trying to learn international studies, today Mozambique, and after we've done it, we're gonna do Neckstretching. And if you participate in the Neckstretching, then it's that at your own risk. And this is the third, maybe fourth part of Mozambique we're doing here. Now, we're trying to go over all these informations to Mozambique, and then we try to prepare out of these informations a presentation. Okay, Mozambique. Until 1975, Mozambique was the last European colony in Southeast Africa and Portugal's second largest overseas territory. The book is from 1978. Okay, Mozambique was, until 1975, not ever before that, but for some time, a Portuguese colony in Southeast Africa. A broad coastal plain, 300 kilometers wide, covers much of central and south Mozambique. It rises inland to about 150 meters. Rivers that cross the plain often flood large areas. Soil varies from fertile alluvium to barren sands. Okay, we're going to say that the coastal region there is a plain region, and the rivers there can, because it is plain, cause great floodings. 300 kilometers, it rises from inland to 150 meters. Maybe something to the soil. There is fertile alluvium, but at other places is barren sand. Inland are plateaus and highland areas. The plateau in the northeast is a continuation of the Tanzanian plateau. Maybe you're going to say that these are quite a lot of information to the geography, but in the northern part there are the continuation of the Tanzanian mountains. So Tanzania is a northern country next to Mozambique. On it are the Nyasa Highlands bordering Lake Malawi and the Namuli Mountains to the south, which reach 2,500 meters. Okay, and maybe we're going to save it. And there are the Nyasa Highlands at the Lake Malawi, which has a shared, through which the border of Mozambique, Tanzania, and Malawi goes. It's from 1978, the book, so I don't know. The Angonian Highlands border Malawi and Zambia. And Zambia has been, but Zambia is not bordering Mozambique, I think. It is in the north. Okay, Zambia is also a neighbor of Mozambique. Okay. And where are the Angonian Highlands? They border Malawi and Zambia and Mozambique. The Western Highlands are an extension of the Rhodesian uplands and reach on the front 2,400 meters on the frontier. A little bit much. We're going to say in the north there are the Nyasa Highlands, continuation of the Tanzanian mountains at the Lake Malawi, and there are the Namuli Mountains. And there's also in the north the Lake Malawi, which is in the border between Malawi, Tanzania, and Mozambique goes through it. And there would be the Namuli Mountains. Maybe we're going to say Namuli and Nyasa Highlands. Nyasa there and Namuli a bit more south, I think. Mozambique has a tropical climate. The far south lies outside the tropics, but is warmed by the offshore Mozambique. Okay. In the north and middle, it is tropical, a bit more south. It is not in the tropics, but it's also warm. Now, I want to say one thing to the sides. If I take it is 1 centimeter for 400 kilometers already. So if I go over it, 7. I would say 7 times 400, so around 3,000 kilometers long. What I say, we have to say it at one point. It has a width of around 400 kilometers and a length of 2,500. Or 3,000. Temperatures on the coast average 23 to 27 degrees. Altitude moderates temperatures inland. Okay. Rainfall is heaviest in upland areas. The Namuli Mountains, which one? At the Lake Malawi. Namuli. The Namuli is a mountain. So these are then the Namuli Mountains that we need. Nyasa Highlands and the Namuli would be a mountain. Now, rainfall 150 centimeters a year. Rainfall on the coastal plain generally decreases inland. Most rain falls in thundery showers December to April. We're going to save it together with the rivers. Savanna covers most of Mozambique. It varies from open grassland with scattered trees in higher areas to thickly wooded grassland in lowland regions. Okay, it has savanna region, open grassland with scattered woods, but also thickly growing woods and grassland. And the ground is in some places fertile alluvium, in other areas barren sand. A narrow belt of tropical forest borders the coast. Mangrove forest grows in some delta areas. And in some delta areas of the rivers there are mangrove forests, so trees with their roots standing in the water. Mozambique's rich wildlife includes elephants, lions and leopards, and there are several nature parks. There are several nature parks with elephants, lions, zebras. However, the tourist industry has been based on the southern beaches, which formerly attracted Europeans from Rhodesia and South Africa. That had maybe a bit changed with Mozambique becoming an independent country. Economy. About 88% of the people are farmers, the majority at subsistence level. Maybe we're going to save it. On the other hand, the book's from 1978. 80% are farmers on subsistential level. Farm products account for 80% of exports. There are few cattle, as most of the country is infested with tsetse flies. 1978, maybe that had changed. Sorry, maybe not going to say it. The main agricultural areas are around the chief cities, particularly in the south. Coal from the Teat area produces electricity for the processing industry in the cities. Okay, the Teat area by Rhodesia, Zambia, Malawi and the region, there's coal digged to make the electricity. However, one of the world's largest hydroelectrical schemes, the Cobra Bassa Dam, completed in 1974. It is to supply most power. There's coal digged, and also at the same place there's the Cobra Bassa Dam, 1974. And it is mostly supplying electricity with this dam. It will also supply electricity to South Africa, the exploitation of the Zambezi Valley iron, coal, manganese and chrome deposits, and irrigation water for 1.5 million hectares. We're going to say the thing with the coal and the Cobra Bassa Dam. Cobra Bassa Dam. And farm products 80%, 88 farmers, and farm products 80% export. I kind of want to say the thing with the cattle and the tsetse flies. Transit trade plays a large part in Mozambique's economy. Only 1/6 of the goods exported from Maputo comes from Mozambique. Okay, Maputo is a big port, so that's here in the south. And only 1/6 of the exports there are from Mozambique, the rest is from Southern Africa and Swaziland. Maputo. The rest comes from South Africa and Swaziland. Beira handles exports from Zaire and landlocked Zambia and Malawi. Okay, Beira is another harbor, and that delivers goods from Zambia and Malawi. The modernized port of Nacala also ships Malawian goods. It rail-linked with Malawi, opened in 1970. Nacala? I think that is too much. Where is Nacala in the north, more in the north. Malawian goods. We're going to say Malawian goods. We try to do it with. We have Maputo in the south, that makes South Africa and Swaziland. And Beira is the other one. And the other one would be Nacala. Malawian goods. There's a rail link from Malawi to Nacala. Okay, we don't have time left. We're going to continue the next part with our preparation for our presentation. If you were here for international studies, then you can go directly to the next part of international studies, where we're going to continue with Mozambique. If you stay here and participate in the next stretching, then it's very risk. We're having the legs standing shoulder width wide apart, and we're breathing in and reaching with the fingers as far to the sides as we can. Reach high and again down. Reach as far as you can. Now breathe in and then reach in front. Reach as far as you can. High up. Reach back as far as you can. Now the legs together, arms to the side, and circle into the out. And into the other direction. And now have the legs standing shoulder width wide apart. Tall up, shoulders back, breathe in. And out, bring the head slowly over to one shoulder. Breathe again in. And out, bring the chin down onto the clavicle. Breathe and lift the gaze. And turn the head over to the other side. Breathe again in. And out, chin down onto the clavicle. Breathe and lift the gaze. And out, turn the head again over to the other side. Breathe in. And now breathe halfway out and then circle the head over to the other side. Breathe in. Halfway out and circle the head out and back into the middle. Now have the palms of the hands together and the elbows together and breathe in and reach high. Breathe out again down. In and up again. Out and down. Now arms back, breathe in. Out in front. In and back. And breathe out in front. In and back. Have the feet standing together, intertwine the fingers behind the back, tall up, shoulders back, breathe in. And breathe out, turn the head over to one shoulder and the chin down to one clavicle. Breathe again in. And out and pull the hands down to the ground. Breathe and lift the gaze. And turn the head over to the other side. Tall up, shoulders back, breathe in. And out, chin down onto the clavicle. Breathe out and pull the hands down to the ground. Breathe and lift the gaze. And turn the head back into the middle. Have the legs standing shoulder width wide apart. Intertwine the fingers behind the back again. Bring them over to the side. Tall up, shoulders back, breathe in. And breathe out and turn the head to the side with the hands up. Chin down onto the clavicle. Breathe again in. And out. Pull the arm in and the shoulder down. Breathe and lift the gaze. And turn the head over to the other side. Hands over to the other side. Tall up, shoulders back. Breathe in. And breathe out, chin down onto the clavicle. Pull the arm in and the shoulder down. Breathe and lift the gaze. And turn the head back into the middle. Have the feet standing together. One arm behind the back. Breathe in, other arm up. And breathe out, bring one head over. Bring the head over. Breathe again in. And out, look up to the hand. And out, down. Other arm behind the back. Breathe in, lift the other arm up. And breathe out, bring the head over, don't pull it the head. Breathe again in. And out, look to the hand on top of the head. And hand. Now breathe in and lift the arms up. And breathe out, come back and draw the shoulder blades together. Breathe in up again. Out and down and draw the shoulder blades together. In and up. And out, lean with closed hands back. In and up. Out, lean to the side. In into the middle. Out to the other side. In. Over, cross the arms, intertwine the fingers. Breathe in and reach high. And breathe out, reach the front and hold the back. In and up. Over, cross the arms way around. Breathe in, reach high. And breathe out and reach in front, hold the back. Breathe in, hands up. And out, lean with long arms back. In and up. Out again, back. In and up. Out, the hands down. Breathe in, lift the hands up. Out, the hands down. One more time, in and up. Bring the hands together and lower the hands down. That was Neckstretching. I thank you very much and until next time.